Manchester United have somehow got away with it and won 1-0 away at Norwich. An absolute horseshit, rat shit, whatever you want to call it, performance from Manchester United. He's put out the same lineup that he put out against Palace last weekend, and in a way, yes, we were the better side against Palace at home, but we sort of kind of rode our luck in getting a wonder strike from Fred. Today we have fucking really rode our luck, we really have. That was horrible from Manchester United. To be honest, that performance was no better than it was under Michael Carrick and under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The only difference has been recently under Carrick and under Rangnick has been the wins, to be honest, or the points, to be honest, because the actual performances so far haven't really lived up to the standard I want from Manchester United. Now, I've had my reservations and concerns about Rangnick coming into Manchester United, and I agree with why Manchester United have got Rangnick in, because he is going to go into a consultancy role after this season. But, and it is only 3 games in charge, he hasn't had long enough on the training ground, but when Manchester United were under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when he first come in, people were saying there was that managerial bounce. Well, we haven't had that managerial bounce this time around, because the performances have been, by and large, not a whole deal lot better under this guy. And some of the players have got to take responsibility for this as well, because this has been shocking today from the likes of Bruno Fernandes. Rashford, I don't understand what Rangnick was doing. He didn't make a change till so late in the game, and it almost cost Manchester United 2 points. It really did. De Gea has been man of the match for Manchester United, and that should never happen away at Norwich, who, no disrespect, are bottom of the fucking league. There's no way. Yes, but Manchester United could have drawn against Norwich. I could take that if Manchester United had peppered Norwich's goal today and we were unlucky. But De Gea being man of the fucking match for Manchester United, that is a joke. It really is. They've hit the bar. He's pulled some saves off. This is a joke from Manchester United. I think so. And we've seen poor performances this season, and these first few games under Rangnick have not changed my opinion on thinking that this Manchester United team is going to get in that top 4. We're going to have to perform better than this if we are to do it. And yes, as it is only 3 games into Rangnick's reign, so I'm still going to serve my judgment of where Manchester United have gone 7-8 games into his reign. But so far, this is poor and not a lot better. The only positive since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been fired as Manchester United manager is we're not letting the amount of goals in that we were under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But we're not under Rangnick. We've only scored 3 goals in 3 games. And I thought if we kept clean sheets we would be okay at scoring goals. Well, today it's been a fucking penalty that has broken the deadlock for Manchester United, which to me is just disgusting that we've had to rely on 1 penalty kick to beat Norwich City. It isn't good enough. With the firepower that Manchester United have got, just not good enough. I thought the Greenwood substitution should have happened a lot earlier. I think probably Greenwood should have, maybe in hindsight, maybe Greenwood should have started this game. He was never going to start this game because he started and played the full game in the week. But I think the time has almost come for Greenwood to take over the baton from Marcus Rashford, because for whatever reason Marcus Rashford hasn't been the same player he was a couple of years ago. He's almost turned into the same position as Anthony Martial, because the poor performances have been there for a while from Marcus Rashford. And how long do you go on the past performances of yesteryear? I mean, Martial hasn't been in good form, and he's now, over time, has been dropped. Rashford hasn't been going on as long because Rashford's maybe had a few injuries as well, concerns to worry about, but it is a concern for Manchester United. He took Jadon Sancho off and instead of Marcus Rashford, which I thought was the wrong decision. Bruno Fernandes deserved when he finally went off to get taken off. I don't know what's happened to him. His goals have dried up, his performances have dried up this season. It is a real concern for Manchester United. It's a job to put a finger on why Manchester United have been so dog shit all season. I thought, I mean, obviously when a manager gets the sack, it's not all on the manager. It really isn't. Players down tools, players don't perform. So you can say it's maybe, I mean, sometimes obviously if the players are down tools for the manager, like we've seen with Manchester United, we have now got 2 wins and a draw under Rangnick's reign. So that is obviously a positive compared to what it was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have probably lost 2 of these games and got a draw, but the performances and the manner of the wins are still not up to scratch for Manchester United. That is the concerning aspect of it, which is a worry. So whereas Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was probably to blame for 60-70% of the problem, the players are still the extra 30 or 40%, and it's always a part of that, because even you see at Aston Villa won a couple of games after their manager was sacked and Steven Gerrard come in, but ultimately the players are still let down the previous manager because they've gone and won the next 2 games when they're down tools for the manager. And that is a concern for Manchester United, that players did down tools, and it's a job to pick Manchester United to pick ourselves up and try and go again. But we really are in a battle for that top 4 place. But I did say a few weeks ago that just getting wins under our belt, I said it when, I think it was that Spurs game under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, just getting wins, 1-0 wins, just at 3, 4, 5, 1-0 wins, just to get Manchester United winning again. That was something that I wanted to see, whereas the performances, and yes, I am disappointed with the performance, and I am angry with the performance, but at the end of the day, that is the overall thing that I want to see. Get a few 1-0 wins under our belt, keep some clean sheets, and hopefully the goals will come. We've still got some winnable games on paper for Manchester United, but we will definitely have to increase our performances over the next few weeks if we are to get results and to pick up 3 points on a regular basis. I think we've got a fairly good running up till the end of February, so we've got to be winning sort of 90% of them games up till then, and we won't do that if we put in a performance like we've done again today and against Young Boys. Yes, they were 2 different starting lineups, but we've still got to put in a better performance than we've done today. Anyway, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, let me know what your thoughts are, and share the video on Facebook if you're watching it, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.